This is a summary of a presentation that I did on residential solar roofing, and it's a summary. This isn't the entire presentation. We built this little mock-up in our yard. We put down 4 of the legs as if it were new construction, and you can do the same thing in a re-roof just by removing the shingles or whatever the roofing material is in the area that you're going to be installing solar. We used round legs. Round is way easier to flash than anything else. I recommend round. You could mount this in the headlap, the top part of the shingle, but if it's already permanently affixed, you can roof up to it, cut a slit on it. And I recommend lead pipe flashings, and I recommend larger than normal pipe flashings. I also recommend always using new roofing underneath this. Solar's design life is 25 years. If you use something other than a new roof, I doubt very seriously whether you're going to get your design life out of your roof, and you'll be replacing it and removing the solar also. Next shingle, just cut. Make sure you make a waterway around the top of it. Please note the top of the flashing. We haven't done anything to that yet. We have to put something around that other than just a solar panel. Anyway, here's the National Roofing Contractors Association's specification. This is available online, but this spec shows you what we did in a drawing. Here's the same thing for shakes. Note that the shake felt is interwoven. Always put your leg in the center of a shake. Always use round. Same pipe flashing. Note the fasteners at the bottom. They are neoprene headed so that they will not leak later. Close up of the fastener. Always overlap your felts on everything you do. Overlap the felt onto the pipe flashing just in case water gets in, especially on shake and tile. But just in case water gets in, then it can get out and come out. Use a full shake behind. Make sure you leave a little bit of waterway on the sides for pine needles, fir needles, leaves to get off the roof. And here's the NRCA specification. Okay, this is the same thing for a tile roof, but with tile you secure the whole thing to the deck. Note that the bottom of the pipe flashing is going onto a full thing of felt. We're putting felt over the top of it. Put your tile on, that way any water that gets in can come out onto a full piece of felt. You caulk the heck out of it so that water can't get in there. And there's the flash band. It has a release thing on the back. You pull it off and it sticks right to there. And the full solar panel will counter flash it, but you need something for the top of the lead flashing. Once again, the NRCA specification. This is for low slope roofing, and that's a pipe on a piece of fire resistant paper. Make sure you have to have your fire ratings. It has to be a minimum UL class B. There's the single ply TPO roof cut out to go on right over the top of your pipe. You clean it off with acetone, and you get a factory boot to go over it. And you're double blind caulking this too. You fill the inside of that boot with silicone or caulk, or make sure you use a manufacturer's product because we're having compatibility problems. And then you put a stainless steel band around the top to seal it forever. And here's the specification for that. Same thing, just NRCA specifications. Here's another specification for the same thing. Here's a piece of modified bitumen. You may know it better as torch down. When you put your lead flashing on this, you have to primer it. You have to nail the heck out of it on 4-inch centers around the outside. Here's what the finished product looks like after you put your granulated cap sheet on it. These have this bleed out around the perimeter, and you've got to put a piece of flash band around the edge of this also. There's a commercially available donut. These are neoprene, and they're made to replace pipe flashings that when they wear out. If you really want to do a belt-end suspenders, you can slip one of these things over it. Do not use the galvanized pipe flashings on any of these roofs with the neoprene collars. They will not last as long as your solar system. Same thing in RCA specifications. Metal. Here is the SMACNA, the sheet metal manual. It's the top one. It's kind of hard to understand, and that's totally custom fabricated in a sheet metal shop. Here's another option, and with this is the option I'd recommend, and I really stress putting your leg down in the center of a panel. Here's just a couple of projects we did on solar. This is the Allison project in Newberg, Oregon. This is a recycled plastics roofs called EcoStar. This is a totally LEED certified building. We also flashed in the fall protection. Here's a close-up. You can see that that's flashed, counter-flashed, sealed. That'll last forever. Same project. Panels are going on in the racking system. Same thing. View from a distance looks great. This is a Walgreens in Portland. We did several Walgreens. This is not a new roof underneath it, but we did put strips underneath it so that the strips would last longer than the roof. This is not a good application. Note the ponding water. This roof will absolutely no way last as long as this solar system will. But Walgreens didn't want to spend the money on a new roof, so we band-aided it. End of presentation.